Welcome all you fellers to GameRage. We're just a bunch of hooting and hollering cowboys and girls that are gonna get real drunk and talk about mostly video games. Yeehaw! Welcome back, everybody, to the Moonshine Basement, and we are the Saucy Senoritas for today.
I will never
formerly
be
known as the
Saucy
Granksters.
Granksters for life. Cran,
Granksters for
where
life.
Are you going?
Oh, there goes
music stuff. I was
Just like-
Oh, Jesus, look at him! Look at
Do
him
we need
shamble.
that in the background of the recording? Okay.
Oh my god. Cran, sit down.
He literally just went over there and told you, look at how drunk you are. So for anyone who's only listening, on the podcast and not actually watching this, we are currently recording in Red Dead Redemption 2 because of social distancing. So we're sitting in Cran's Moonshine Basement with a fucking washboard band going behind us.
Soft music you're hearing is that.
Yeah, the gentle ambiance of a dirty, unwashed crew of bandits. So if you hear us referencing
classic
people,
America.
Yeah, if you hear us referencing people wandering around drunk or dropping glasses, that's what we're talking about. My name is Ev, unless we're in Red Dead, and then my name is Mancy. And on the PlayStation, I'm Booze Radley, B00ZE, RADLY. And same thing on the Switch. And I'm drinking Spice Island Moonshine, courtesy of Dr. Stroganoff.
Hell yeah. It's good shit.
Yeah, it's delicious. I've had about 4 cups, but I don't seem to be as drunk as these two. It's just sour saps
the moonshine
over
is
here.
literally infinite, so...
True, that's a good point.
Liz is legitimately like in a drunken haze. Like, if you look at her screen, it's like making me uncomfortable because I've been that drunk before.
Just like every day, I in order to put up with these morons, I drank too much too quickly, and now I'm just in a fucking stupor.
It's funny because I'm in first person.
that's
Your
how you
character
join
can
us.
barely keep her eyes open.
I'm gonna grab another drink.
Just a day in the
Good
life.
call. Yeah, Dave, literally. Just don't fall over in this candle. You'll fucking light your hair on fire.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Who we got next over here on my left?
Did your chair break again? Oh,
God
no.
damn it.
I'm just sitting down. Remember that this is still a podcast, so we can't rely too heavily on the visual stuff.
Very true. Very true. What about you, old man? Who are you?
Oh, God. I am, Old Man Cripples.
Old man cripples. You look
I don't
like
know.
Nice.
Obviously, I'm currently playing Red Dead Redemption.
True.
Currently drinking Spice Island Moonshine, but in real life, drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I got the big old party pack, so I'm going through a sampler today,
Beautiful.
Very nice.
which is going to be lovely.
I was able to see the sign over your head a minute ago that told us what your name was, but then I finished my drink and I think my vision went blurry.
Yep.
Dr. Stroganoff.
But yeah, that's Dr. Stroganoff over there.
Yep.
I'm Liz. That is Blavey on the PlayStation. What?
No, you're just the only one who's actually doing an intro, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
forgot how we do this immediately. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a fucking professional.
Yeah. No, thank you.
God. Fuck you guys.
She says that she swirls her 5th moonshine.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a drunk professional.
Damn right.
Yeah, I'm also drinking moonshine, and that's it.
What are you playing? Oh, no, we're not
Well,
talking
no,
about
no,
that.
what's your name?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I got
This is
thrown
a new
off. Okay.
format for us.
You'd think it would be just as easy. Okay, so I'm Dan. That's Tychos, Dash on the PlayStation Network, and Tychos on Steam and the Nintendo Switch. Also, my character's name in Red Dead is Tychos. I am also drinking Spice Island Moonshine, which is great. I wish I had some in real life. But I don't though. So in real life, I'm just drinking whiskey with fruit juice, like V8 fruit juice.
Delicious.
The actual The actual ingredients for Spice Island Moonshine, I think, include Caribbean rum. So it's actually a rum-infused moonshine.
Oh, what? Oh my god, I want this in real life.
We'll have to figure that out so we can make some. You know, it's funny. There's actually there's a drink in what is it? Outer Worlds. If you go to like some place in Outer Worlds, there's like a recipe for like spiced apple cider written on the wall. That we should definitely make sometime.
It's like a real recipe that we can use?
Yeah. It's completely legitimate, completely written out. I took a picture of it. We'll have to do that.
He asked me to make it.
And
it's been a while since we made like a themed drink.
Yeah, we gotta do that. But anyway, that'll be a later episode, a later date. So that's me though. So Ev, what are you playing?
Nice. So I took the bait, man. I bought fucking Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh,
and,
what bait?
is it?
I'm fucking loving it. It's adorable.
it's actually
for one.
jailbait, is what it is.
Oh yeah,
Right. Basically, yeah. I'm playing with lots of little kitties. No, it's funny how many of my friends have islands. I mean, hey,
it came with a kitty porn starter pack, so.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. So I paid extra for that for the premium, and it's funny. It's actually like a really well paced game because like you start out and they're like, all right, you're on this island. Run around and shake the trees, and you can find some branches. I'm like, oh yay, branches. And then they're like, oh, you've got enough branches, you can make a fishing pole. I was like, oh, cool. So like, I got a fishing pole and went and started fishing. And
is it cool?
It is. It's so cool. And then you get like an axe and then a better axe, and you can you move your, you get from like a tent to like a real house. And so honestly, it's pretty obsessive. But as Yahtzee said in his review of New Leaf, there's only like a little bit that you can do each day because like eventually like your island is like you pick all the flowers, you pick all the fruit, there's like nothing else to like kind of do that day, and so then you kind of come back the next day when everything resets. But it's kind of like a nice little daily thing to mess around with for like a couple hours, and it's fucking adorable. So I think Liz is probably the only one who's seen my pictures on Instagram because these two chaps are too cool for social media.
Oh, I think I saw one. You sent me one from Brittany playing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she lives on my island.
I hate to like oust you. Well, I don't. I shouldn't say that. I don't. But I feel like you have to tell the story of like why you bought it though.
Oh man. Oh, it's really funny. Okay. And embarrassing. It's so.
Yeah.
I mean,
as usual.
It ended with you buying Animal Crossing, so I can't imagine how it wasn't embarrassing.
What? No. It gets worse. All right. So basically, I am still playing Uncharted 4, and I'm pretty damn close to the end. Like, I basically right now, I guess some spoilers if anyone hasn't played it, but we found Libertalia. And we moved through it, and like we figured out that we had to go to New Devon to find the treasure, and Elena saves you, and you are chasing Nadine and Rafe, who have captured Sam, through these like catacombs underground, and you have your flashlight, and the battery starts to die, so you have to tap the controller in your hand. So the light goes out. And it's completely pitch dark, and then I tap the controller and the light comes back on, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where they're going to introduce like this scary supernatural shit, and my light's going to go out, and it's going to come back on, and there's going to be something eating my balls. So I was like, it was probably 1 a.m, and I was like, I'm not like mentally prepared for this right now, So I like exit out of the game, and I was like, let me play something else, but the only other thing I had was Final Fantasy 12. And I was like, this isn't really, like, gonna cheer me up. So I was like, what else could I play? And I go into the Switch store, and I'm like, oh god. Oh, I'm about to do this. So I just bought Animal Crossing because I needed something fun, like cotton candy, to take the scary bad guys away. And so I downloaded like the most fucking chibi, cutesy butterfly catching simulator I could find.
And here's your your GameRage gaming dictionary word of the week inspired by a hawk. It's called a pussy purchase. It's where your pussy senses are activated, and you just go on and buy the sissiest thing that you could possibly buy.
Oh my god, dude! I have so many pussy purchases. My first ever pussy purchase was Little Big Planet when BioShock 1 came out, and I was like, oh man, splicers are scary. I need something to like cuddle me afterwards.
Oh man.
I'm gonna need more drinks.
Wait, before we hear about Cran's game, I did want to do this between our like intros and the games we're playing. Was I wanted to give an update, a gaming news update.
Oh.
Okay.
And Dan, I'm actually going to defer to you on this one though, because you.
I'm not prepared. You take it. I
okay.
ruined this, but I don't remember what I said. That was days ago. I've been
Okay.
time since then.
So this was actually regarding the mystery of the great disappearing cooking mama, which we talked about. I think it was like 2 episodes ago, and. So we finally got like some insight on what happened, and like basically the gist of it is that forgive me because I don't actually know the names of the companies. Dan can maybe fill me in there, but basically what
Office Create is the original maker, and Planet Entertainment is the new one.
Is the new one? Okay.
Got the license.
So Planet Entertainment was making Cooking Mama. I'm trying to remember. Cookstar. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cookstar, and basically they took the game back to. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sorry.
I think you're picking up on my mic too. So.
Oh, okay.
You're like yelling.
Dan and I are, no shocker to anyone recording in the same space. We're not social distancing from each other. So if one of us dies, both of us will. Yay!
I mean, we did make a pact specifically for that.
We did. So basically, the new creators went back to Office whatevers and were like, here's the game we made. Okay, it's ready to be released. And basically, they were like, this is fucking garbage. You're not releasing this. This game is shit.
Yeah.
And the new creators, Planet whatevers, were basically like, okay, fuck you. We're going to release it anyway.
Yeah, they're like, we're within our rights to release it, so we're just going to.
Oh, man.
So now they're in like a legal dispute over. So basically, then I don't know if there was actual like if there is like an official suing in place or like legal action happening, but basically they came out and they were like, we do not authorize you to release this game. So they pulled it from all the stores, pulled it from all the shelves. Until this is resolved.
Wow.
But yeah, like they're not authorized to sell it anymore. And apparently the people who do have the game can fully confirm that it is garbage.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, because I remember you guys mentioning that like the people who did manage to download it, played it, and were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
The
Which is
on IGN
so disappointing.
The review on IGN is a 3 out of 10.
Oh my god!
It's horrible. It's broken.
Which is not, I mean, because people have said that like Cooking Mama is like is okay. Like it's as a series, it's like enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Cooking Mama.
They're supposed to be good. This one was just it's the worst of both worlds because it's broken and it's like lacking any kind of like inspiration or anything. It's just like repetitive and kind of the same stuff that was like in previous games. It's like this new studio just was like, well, let's just recycle what's worked and barely, and it won't even work. I was gonna say barely.
Oh my god,
it doesn't.
It's like not even well hidden money grubbing.
Yeah.
Right. But what's even crazier is that
they
they
don't give a
didn't
shit about the product.
They didn't release like any kind of like statement. They didn't tell anybody like what was going on, and it's because I'm sure Planet whatever's
Entertainment.
Yeah, like didn't think that. I mean, they've said that they didn't think that they did anything wrong. Like they were like, whatever, this is our game. Like we made this game.
Right.
Like this is what this is our product, and we're gonna release it. But I'm really surprised that they just like didn't tell anybody. So of course the gaming community was like going crazy, like trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Because that like never happens. Like that's a pretty like if some like rink-a-dink little $5 game on the Switch store disappeared, nobody would notice. But like a game that like people are like excited about the release to come out and then disappear is a fucking mystery.
Well, people pre-ordered it too. Like people pre-ordered the game and then like didn't get their pre-order. Like imagine pre-ordering anything and just like not, and it comes out and you like don't get it. And you're like, where the fuck is it? And like nobody can give you an answer. Like I would lose my fucking mind.
That would piss me off too. Because at least the other stuff, you know, that got delayed, like they were like, oh, our game is being pushed back, whether it's like a few months or indefinitely. So even if you pre-ordered, you're like, oh, I'll get it in September though. So
yeah,
right.
So that was.
So anyway, that's it for our
Nancy Drew and the mystery of the missing cooking mama.
That's
the missing
right.
cooking mama. Yeah, you got to play
that
that
was
game.
a fun one though.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to close the loop on that
answers.
Yeah, for sure.
It was definitely a fun little mystery for a little while. So
yeah.
Anyway,
thank you guys for digging that up, digging up her missing body.
Oh, you are so welcome. Anytime.
It was half rotted, and I don't know. It's very clear evidence that
it was in a marinating bag full of veggies.
Gross.
So, Cran, what are you playing?
Oh boy. Well, besides Red Dead Online, which I will soon own everything in this world shall be mine. I'm also. I jumped back into Surviving Mars a little while ago, and there's a lot of updates because I haven't played that in a while.
What? Yeah, I haven't talked about that in a while.
Some of the updates have been kind of fascinating because I thought that I had gone through basically everything in the game. I had built the colony, I had every building kind of set, and I was just expanding, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, but there's not a whole lot else to do. And I've been noticing that kind of like Cities Skylines, but kind of not, how they've been releasing like new DLCs and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of other paid stuff. They just kind of updated it, and the newest DLC is called The Green Planet.
Huh.
And obviously, we all know that Mars is red. The way that this kind of progressed is they're starting to give people the ability to terraform the planet rather than just build those big old domes.
Oh, nice.
So
that's awesome.
I think they kind of did this on purpose in a way to like, yeah, you built your colony, you achieved that goal. Well, now it's got to be a little while of you actually solidifying that society. Okay, now what do we do at that point? Now we're giving you the ability to actually change the planet itself into something habitable.
Wow.
Which is it's fascinating to me.
That's super cool.
Like they give you these buildings that are designed to just release greenhouse gases, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hey, they have those in real life.
Yeah. Put them on Mars and you actually give yourself an atmosphere.
Isn't that called a vehicle?
So we just have too much atmosphere.
All right.
So I've been playing that.
Cool.
A couple other little things here and there, but Surviving Mars, fascinating, absolutely fascinating. They've made some big strides on that.
Do you think Elon Musk plays Surviving Mars?
Cat, really? Hey. Sorry, the cat is eating the leftover fat from my meal.
Damn it, Cran. Pay the fuck attention. Jesus Christ.
Leftover fat.
Stay here, buddy. Liz is actually trying to engage you about
your
game.
I finally asked like a leading, engaging question. You know what? Just forget it. You know what? Just forget it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he can play it from Mars, though. I don't think they have the bandwidth there. So, and we all know he's secretly on Mars. So
I guess that's true.
He's already playing in a grander sense in the game of life. His game of life is surviving Mars. So
I guess that's fair.
Anyway, Liz, what are you playing?
So I'm still playing Kakarot. We actually just finished Dragon Ball Z as a series last night around 1 a.m.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, so a lot of emotions today.
Seriously. Wow.
So I finally have like the green light to go ahead and like finish the game. I'm in the last saga of the game, so
the Boo.
Yeah, the Boo saga. So I'm going to be finishing that up. And then once I don't think we've talked about this before, but this was actually something that they released like as not really a patch because it wasn't anything that was broken, but as like a game update, was the time machine. So after you beat the game, and I think it's because people were pissed that you couldn't like go back and replay fights or replay scenes, or like if you missed a side mission, you weren't able to go back originally. But once you beat the game, you unlock the time machine, which allows you to do just that. So I'm excited to finish the saga and then be able to go back. I'm gonna platinum it. I'm already at like 67% total trophy completion. So
Oh wow.
it shouldn't be too terribly difficult.
And you feel do you feel like it would be tedious, or is it like still pretty fun to like try to get everything?
It's still super fun. It's actually gotten more fun because the fights are harder. So there's no difficulty settings in Kakarot. Like you can't. It's not like easy, medium, hard. Like it just is what it is. But now the fights are getting harder. So I'm a level, like my highest level fighter is like a level 77. And you pretty consistently fight people who are your level or stronger than you. So the fights are getting more challenging, and leveling up is super fun, and getting new moves and trying them out and trying different combinations of things. So it's gotten a lot more fun, as time goes on. Nice. The only thing though is that the story is still really fresh because we like saw everything. So there's like a lot of scenes that were like really hard to watch that I'm just like skipping the movies just because like I can't. I straight up like can't watch it again.
She means the ones where something bad happens to Vegeta.
That's not true.
Her sweet prince.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking take this microphone off and I'm gonna come over and murder all of you.
If weapons were allowed in this Moonshine bar, she would hatchet Dan in the face.
Yeah, I truly would. I just no, it's anybody, specifically my sweet children, Gohan, Trunks,
and her sweet prince of all Saiyans.
Yeah,
Vegeta.
Gohan, don't you mean Saiyaman?
Yes, I do mean my great Saiyaman. I'm looking at. I'm straight up gonna murder Dan. Like, there's gonna be like a lot of screams, and you're just gonna hear Dan go silent.
Liz is also a little pissed because yesterday Vegeta actually came over and did the fusion dance with Ouija and became Vegeta.
Oh, Vegeta! So just a big furry guy with asparagus for hair.
It's actually mostly just Ouija.
That's basically Vegeta. I'm confused.
It's mostly just Ouija with Vegeta's hair on top. So
I'm
gonna Photoshop it.
And she's just so angry all the time. And she's
So
constantly like rage flexing, that tensed up form where you're like, "Gah!" like
twitching constantly.
She's just like,
so basically, no change in her personality whatsoever. Basically, just the hair.
And she's ripping the house apart, but again, just also standard. So.
But like while she's glowing yellow.
Exactly. She can go super Vegeta, and it's upsetting, especially when she goes 3, because then she gets the weird eyebrows and her hair gets really long. And I keep finding those little furs around, those giant furs around the house. It's after the fact. It's anyway.
She loses all of it.
Dan and I are gonna practice for the wedding. We actually had an amazing. Well, I got some incredible inspiration from our friend Lev. Shout out to Lev, who told me that somebody who knew did the fusion dance at their wedding, and I was like, "That's incredible. We have to."
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
So we have to practice and get it right.
But what's your fusion name going to be?
Diz.
Baccarat.
Lan.
Dizabith.
It's not the most glamorous, but it's effective.
Elanuel. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll find it.
We'll get there.
Anyway.
I now pronounce you Dizabith.
I mean, to be fair, whatever we come up with will be better and more clever than Vegito. So
right? How was that not Gogeta? I didn't believe it. Yeah.
I mean, she's just really insistent on Gogeta. Anyway.
I just really like Okita. I'm sorry,
Okita.
I don't know. I straight up hated Vegito for a full 24 hours. I was like, I just hate this, and then it.
Anyway, since this is not the Dragon Ball Z podcast.
Right, that's right. Well, it's all Kakarot, right?
I am. Yeah, well, it is and it isn't. She goes, she hasn't made it there in Kakarot.
I hate it. I'm done.
It is. I'm playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake because I bought it.
Yay!
And I'm fucking loving it. I'm adoring it. I'm doing everything that you can. It's just so great because it revisits the world that I know, but it just where's Chris? Where did you go? Anyway, it's not important. Oh, are you just getting a drink? Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. Just pounding moonshine.
so I'm able to see all these places, go to all these places, do these missions, interact with these characters that I know and love, but it looks so much better, like, you know, a million times better.
Nice.
And I'm just loving it. They're really fleshing out a lot more of the characters. As I mentioned before, you spend a lot more time in Midgar than you did in the original. But that's okay, because they make it work. They flesh everything out more. They're really giving more backstories to some of the characters who were just kind of there before, who just kind of existed as background characters.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm really enjoying it. And just the fighting is just so much fun. It's really dynamic, and although I love the turn-based system in the original, like the fighting is just so much fun. And the only thing I'm not looking forward to is when it ultimately ends, then I know I have to wait until to finish the story. That's ultimately like the big thing for me. I'm like, oh god, I'm going to be impatient. I'm going to want to play more. And odds are they're probably going to charge for the next ones, which I kind of understand that it's a bigger game, but it's also like not great that I have to pay more money for a game that,
sure,
you know, was one package before, but I kind of also understand that technology has changed nowadays. But
well, and the other thing is, what's the hour estimate for this first entry?
I want to say people said like 40 or so on average if you kind of just if you play it as like a regular person or you're not like doing everything. I think I've already put probably that amount of time in at least, and I am only on chapter like 8 or no, I'm on chapter like 9 or 10 out of like I think 14. So
oh wow, I'm
more than halfway, but yeah.
I haven't actually played the original one since the show. A little of my ignorance, but nice little sidestep there. But what side stuff is there to do like that if you're not just playing through the story?
There's just little side quests for characters. Like you'll go into an area, like you'll be in Sector 7. The first time you get to Sector 7, you get to the bar, 7th Heaven. That's Tifa's bar, which is also the Avalanche hideout. But before progressing through those missions, like before going to do the missions for Sector 6, or no, I'm sorry, the Sector 5 reactor, there are just people who like need stuff. They're like, hey, they kind of need a merc. There's like, oh, there are these monsters that are terrorizing blah blah blah, and you have to go fight them off, or well, you know. And then of course it's a Japanese RPG, so then there's also like a little kid who's like, my cats are missing, can you find them, mister? So then you go find them, you know, just little things like that. But and you get rewards, weapons, materia, gil, you know, just different. Gil is the currency in the game for those of you who haven't played. So yeah, there are little side things to do because it's not completely linear. It's even less linear than the original was. Not that the original was super linear, but certain moments of it could be. At least until you get out of Midgar. But yeah, and that's actually another thing for those who haven't played it. Like it's its own experience that like is heavily inspired by and takes a story and everything like that. But for those of you who can still go back and play the original Final Fantasy VII, like you could play through the remake and then still be able to play through the original and enjoy it because it's a similar, but like they have their own like complexities and uniqueness that like makes it its own experience and still enjoyable. So you're not like ruining one by having played the other or having not played the other, you know. So
yeah, you know, you'd think I would have jumped around this bandwagon because I've literally been waiting to play Final Fantasy VII until the remake came out.
Yeah.
So, you know, once I get my house added on to in Animal Crossing, I'll probably think about, you know, picking up something for big boys.
You'll be terribly in debt by then, but...
Oh, I'm already in debt. I'm paying down my purchase of my house. It was 98,000 bells, and I only owe 40,000.
Oh, damn, okay. You gotta refinance that shit.
I'm telling you. But in this economy,
your loans.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
But yeah, I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it when you get it. So.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm interested to know what you think when you do decide to grow the fuck up and stop playing your pussy purchase.
Well, you know what's going to happen is the third one is going to come out in like a year and a half. I'm going to play that first, and then I'm going to buy the first one because I'll be like, wow, the end of this series was great. I should see what the beginning's like.
Yeah, that's true. You do tend to do that, you stupid asshole. God damn it. But anyway, I think we're ready. Is it time for
I got a chirps as well. Here we go. Chirps.
Oops.
We're cheering. My character is thoroughly fucking intoxicated. Holy God, the whole world is green and flashing. Anyway, what is in this moonshine?
That's just the cops pulling up to your house.
Oh, that's right.
What is in this moonshine? It's moonshine, Ev.
Oh, that's it. There's moonshine in my moonshine.
This moonshine's getting me drunk. It's weird.
Hey, barkeep. So today's topic is
whoops.
It came up. We mentioned a couple episodes ago how I went through this little scene in Uncharted 4 where you're in Madagascar and basically you're driving a Jeep up this muddy hill using a winch attached to a big tree, and the Jeep ends up inevitably rolling off the side of the cliff and hanging on by a winch, and basically it made my heart fucking jump into my throat. Like I was fucking terrified. And Uncharted is really good about having moments like that. So I wanted to talk about some other games where your heart is pounding and you feel like you might die in real life, even though you clearly just go back to whatever the save point was. And I mentioned to the guys, that we already did one about horror, so we're kind of focusing on action moments today.
Yeah.
And the one that jumped immediately to mind was one that I don't think I actually ever told you guys about, even though I meant to when I was playing the game. I played The Outer Worlds last year, which we always have to specify is not The Outer Wilds. The Outer Worlds is the one that was basically Fallout in space. There's this planet that you can go to from the very beginning. When you leave the first starter planet, they're like, oh well, you can go to the next planet and try to find this person. Or you can go straight to the planet where the objective is, but I don't recommend that. And, you know how it is when games tell you not to do something. You're like, well, fuck you now, I want to do it even more. So so I loaded up, all my guns and my companions and stuff, and I went to the hard planet, and there's basically, just all these huge, reptilian fucking monsters there, four-legged, probably the size of a VW Beetle, and these gigantic praying mantises. So you kind of have to fight your way through them. There's a little bit of stealth available in the game where you can kind of duck behind some grass and move slowly and try not to be spotted. So I did that as much as I could, but sometimes your companions are morons and sometimes you're a moron, and so I got into a lot of fights.
Who did what?
Yeah, we're not going to blame anyone here, cough, cough, but, basically, the pulse-pounding moment came when I was just outside of the bridge to the objective. I was really low on ammo, and I was having to be careful about, exploring empty towns to get more, because they were all full of monsters. So, it was kind of like, Chris, what you talked about with, Resident Evil, where, you can go scavenge for materials, but it's going to cost you materials. You have to use ammo to get ammo, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's kind of circular. So I was, not really exploring the towns to try to find stuff because it would mean running into fights. So, I get to the bridge, and there is just a fucking battalion of these, scaly four-legged monsters. And I'm like, God damn it, there's literally no way for me to sneak by them onto the bridge. So, I've got my assault rifle, I've got a pistol, and one heavy weapons gun. I forget what kind it was. So me and my companion, we try to draw a couple of them off, and we kill a couple more, and then there's just all the rest of them are oh wait, we're gonna eat all of your legs, and so they all just start pouring over, and it was just gunfire and running, and my companion goes down, and I'm dying. I keep using the in-game inhaler over and over and over, and backpedaling,
which is what heals you. He doesn't have asthma. His character doesn't.
Oh yeah, no.
For those of you who have
my character was the RPG
I was
element.
as a person who did not play this, I was very confused.
Oh. Yeah, your character has horrible asthma, and the only way to get more health is to take a puff on your inhaler.
I thought it was kind of strange, but I just let it go.
Yeah, I forgot that that's like a weird thing. So, so you heal your asthma, and then I keep shooting, and basically the pulse pounding moment. This was I really fucking wish that I had saved this this video, but basically I had the very last bullet in my machine gun got a headshot on the last monster that was left. This was the last bullet in my inventory, like. And it goes into slow-mo when you like kill something in, you know, like with a headshot. So like my companion's down, I'm completely out of all of my ammo and like and projectiles and stuff. And the last bullet fucking explodes the head on the last lizard monster. And I was just like standing there like bleeding, dazed, looking around at like a pile of like reptilian bodies, and I was like, did that just fucking happen? Because literally, if that bullet hadn't killed that thing, I would have had to just run away. Like, there was no, like, surviving the rest of that encounter. So, like, it was one of those moments where, like, you look around the room and you're like, did anyone see that? Was anyone here to see that?
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, and, like, I was kind of, like, desperate to, you know, to succeed there, because otherwise I was going to have to basically start back from the ship, so... my pulse was fucking through the... Like, I probably lost, like, a pound of weight from that, like, experience. But, I had a lot of fun with the Outer Worlds. I mean, I don't think I had a lot of experiences like that, because the game isn't, like, really hard, but, you know, that was kind of artificial... or difficulty.
Hard for me.
Yeah. That's... Well, Kren is playing on the ridiculously hard setting.
God damn it.
My companions are useless.
Right.
And they die permanently.
Hey,
they do
now,
like... Oh, that's
now
right.
Fran knows how we feel when he's around. Just kidding. I think
Except in Warzone. Kren he's on the hard difficulty where if your companions die, you can't get them back, and I just have no interest in that level of difficulty, so...
Yeah. Yeah, who in their fucking right mind would? But yeah, that's a great moment. That's great.
So I guess Liz is next, or Kran?
Let's go Kran.
Kran's next.
Kran, tell us what's your pulse pounding moment.
Okay, well, let's see. Doom Eternal has been what I've been working on, and it's been more pulse pounding than basically anything I've played in a very long time.
Nice.
I'm very, very pleased at how they've kind of upped the difficulty, but they've given a lot more utility. There are a lot of optional encounters, and those have been just... They call them Slayer Gates. Like, in some of the levels, you'll find, like, this little quick thing. You have to solve this semi-difficult puzzle to get a key to unlock a door, and then in that door is like a special thing that you destroy, and then you get warped into this big arena. Okay. And you just get piles and piles of the hardest monsters just get thrown at you. It's just super fast. You have to constantly rely on your chainsaw to get ammo. You have to constantly be moving, of course.
Yeah.
I've been dying on those things consistently. I guess yesterday I actually ended up beating the last one, but what ends up happening is it was introduced to a new monster, something that was introduced way back in Doom 2, but the first time you see it in the new versions, and it's called the... what's the dude's name? He's one that brings the demons back to life. The longer you take to kill him, the more the bigger things just keep coming at you. So you have to kind of try to hunt him down. And he's super strong. He puts up like this firewall, so your bullets can't go through. And
oh my god!
I had to basically resort to just using the BFG, which I had finally found. And then as soon as I kill him, a fucking thing. I kill a whole bunch of other little guys because it's a big giant wave format. And then near the very end, when I think I'm done, a new giant demon beams in, and it's called the Tyrant.
Oh,
which
shit.
I thought was kind of funny. And it is an exact replica of the Cyber Demon from Doom 1 and Doom 2.
No way.
I don't know
like,
if you guys
updated?
happen to remember what it looks like, but it's on the cover of Doom 2. It's the monster from the cover, where it's like a skyscraper tall bipedal thing, His right arm is a rocket launcher. He's very quick. He takes an insane amount of damage, and they just give him a ton of new abilities, where he obviously shoots rockets at you. Now he also has lasers. Now he can shoot rockets up in the air that kind of seek you out.
Oh my god.
And he doesn't stumble or anything, so no matter what you hit him with, he doesn't slow down.
Yeah.
So he's basically just a boss.
Oh my god.
And after a good 2 hours of basically just dying constantly, I finally make it through, and I ended up saving the video. I might want to show you guys my final victory on that one, just how insane that level is, but...
That's insane. I thought you were
he
going to say
finally went down when I
fights
ran out of BFG ammo, and I'm just like relying on the rocket launcher and the plasma rifle to just... Because I'm running around trying to basically keep the little guys alive because I need to constantly use them to refill my health.
Yeah, yeah.
So even if I see the little weak guys, I don't want to kill them outright. I want to keep them around.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, because it's interesting how much strategy there is in the combat for a game that's like so quote-unquote simplistic, you know?
Oh yeah, they did a fantastic job, and traversal is very different as well. So you can almost straight up fly in this game now because
what?
When they gave you the double jump ability in the first one, in this one now they get on top of that they give you a dash ability, which is basically like a 90-degree jump. You just zoom forward or backward or sideways, and you can double jump that way. So and you don't lose height when you do it, so you're essentially flying across the level.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah,
especially without having like an actual like jetpack or any kind of, I don't even know, like well, yeah, I mean, like literally being able to fly. I think that I might start Doom once I do polish off Uncharted 4, just because it's sitting right in front of my TV, and I was watching a review of it recently, and I was like, man, I really think it's a game I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah, because it's not scary, but it's extremely pulse pounding all the way through.
Right.
And when you're winning, you just feel badass.
Yeah.
Because you are literally just tearing through your enemies.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Because, I mean, Uncharted is obviously a lot more kind of meticulous and, like, adventure-y. So...
yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything meticulous about Doom.
Yeah.
Whatever you can use to kill something, use it.
Yeah.
So the behemoth had your heart in your throat, huh?
Wait, what?
I said the behemoth had your pulse pounding.
Oh yeah. Well, mainly because he's. I hadn't seen him since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's a monster from my past, and they actually put him in the game.
Damn.
And I was very pleased about that.
It's not the only monster from when you were a child, but
yeah.
They can't put Catholic
It's
priests
hard.
in games, so.
Hey.
Nice. We gotta remember to do more like recordings of stuff like that, because I mean, I'm sure a lot of listeners would love to see that if they're not like actually playing Eternal yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're really bad about that.
Well, we record them and send them to each other, and then we don't, or we forget to send them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is definitely going to go up. So there's that.
I just accidentally hugged Ev like 7 times in a row.
Yeah,
I was trying
to dance. I couldn't. Now I'm playing the washboard, but yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So let's see. Oh no, I was going to say for anyone who is only listening on SoundCloud to this, definitely you can see the antics that we're describing on our YouTube page, or on some of it'll be on Instagram too. But both of those are GameRage Club, so you can, watch me literally falling off my washboard chair because I'm so drunk with moonshine.
Cheers.
But yeah, I think that makes Liz next for pulse pounding.
Oh!
Liz is slapping Fran in the face.
And I heard the slap. That was amazing. Okay, anyway, sorry.
So my pulse pounding moment was from a game that I haven't played in a while and that we kind of give a lot of shit to, but was Far Cry 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the moment, it's actually literally within the first probably 10 minutes of the game, where you go in and it's established that you're this like rookie cop, and you're going into the compound to get Joseph Seed, who, if you haven't played the game, is like the cult leader. And you, so you go in and you know, he's speaking to his congregation, and you like walk right up to him and you handcuff him and you take him to your helicopter, and you have another cop with you, who does, you know, all of the talking. You're basically just there like shadowing, making sure shit doesn't go awry. And then shit goes very awry.
No.
Yeah, you get in the helicopter, and honestly, you know, it's been so long since I played it that I can't. Something happens, like I think somebody like shoots the copter or like something, but you end up like the helicopter crashes. Cran, do you remember how exactly it crashes?
I think
How the helicopter crashes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because the cult had basically bought off the cops. Half
Well,
of them were on their payroll.
that was the next part. Like that was how. Yeah, but like how did?
Like, does it get
I
shot
think they
down?
do
or
get
whatever?
shut down. Or
Oh
something.
no, it's because the cultists themselves jumped onto the helicopter as it was taking off,
Oh
and
my
one
God,
of them
that's
threw his
right.
body into the rotor,
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
and it just ground him up into just little meat bits, and that's what caused the rotor to stop, so the helicopter plummeted.
Became a Super Meat Boy.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's right.
I don't remember.
I know, because they're like, you don't find out that the cops are involved until that lady comes on over the radio.
But if one of
That's
the
right
cultists
after.
jumps in the rotor.
Because when she's calling to ask if everything is okay, that's when Joseph Seed picks it up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here. Everything's fine." She's like, "Okay."
Right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Good luck,
regardless,
Joseph.
I don't know exactly how that comes about, but that was one of those moments where I was like, oh my god, like it was crazy. Like it's just so unexpected, and
Yeah, seriously.
and like the fact that like they kind of establish you as this person who like doesn't really know what they're doing, like it's just really, it's like a super scary moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I have. I still have never played a fucking Far Cry game, man. I don't know why, but
Yeah, you're not missing a whole lot.
I like them. They're stupid, like they're dumb, like pick up, like they're good in between games. You know, we talk often about these like games that you play like in between other games to like sort of break it up, and like they're really good in between games. I think.
yeah.
I think 3 is still regarded as the best.
I really liked 4 a lot. Not to be fair, I didn't play 3, but I really, really enjoyed 4. Like I really liked the,
4 was like the more refined 3. 4 I do think was better, but it wasn't as unique. 4 took a lot of what 3 was.
I don't know. I thought it added like a lot of like cultural aspects, but I don't know. I mean, that's
Oh yeah. The environment's completely different. The characters were completely different, but the actual strategy of, hey, you're this American guy that's just thrown into the middle of this war zone. Figure out how to survive on your own,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
and then basically liberate the place yourself.
But I agree with you, Liz. Like, even for... obviously, I'm a skeptic of Far Cry, and I give it a lot of shit, but they can be fun games. They definitely have their good moments, and that moment when you just realize that you are surrounded by the enemy is so fucking... it's like, oh, shit. You have the full understanding, like, nobody's on your side. You don't know who your allies are. You thought the police and the townspeople and everybody was on your side, but there's, like... nobody. Like,
Turns out all the American hicks are on your side.
yeah, that's true.
I also just wanted to give like an honorable mention, I guess, to like literally any moment of Death Stranding. Just, like we're talking about pulse pounding moments, like just any time that a BT is anywhere even remotely near you, like, it just makes your pulse go like through the goddamn roof.
That's true.
Yeah. Dan, that's not yours, is it? Death Stranding?
No.
Okay, because I did mention on a past episode how, and slight spoilers, but I think I've already talked about this, but like when you don't have BB, and I was trying to climb the snowy slope, and got fucked, man. And I got dragged for like literally like 60 seconds up into this cliff where two of those like lion BTs showed up, and like the whole time I was like, fuck, like I was like,
yeah, that's
Marinitas was pissing his jumpsuit, man.
Yeah, that's a good one though, because there are so many moments that are like completely genuine, completely real, like unscripted moments where it's just like you're literally holding your breath, just like Norman Reedus is. Where it's just like, oh my god, like, or even just like the smallest slip and just watching all the cargo that you had fall off your back and then tumble down a mountain and like chasing after it.
Oh god, that was heartbreaking.
Or even just hopping.
River scene.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're just all started pouring into there. Or just hopping on a hover cart thing and just like riding it down the mountain and then like narrowly avoiding like the rocks and everything like that. There's just so many like great moments that like where you could be slow and careful, but we're all impatient assholes. So we're like, I can do this faster and safely, and then just like completely risking all of your cargo just purely for convenience. But it makes the game really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
You know, it's funny. I had a few written down, but like I have your example. See, I was thinking about more like scripted moments, but but this all got me thinking about. I'm going to talk about. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Outer Wilds. So, spoiler alert for those of you who like. I know I said that we're still going to do that episode at some point in time in the future once Cran has had a chance to play the game, where I spoil. We spoil a lot more, but right now I'm just going to talk about like because of the nature of that game. There are really no manufactured moments. It's all just purely discovery, and you stumble upon so many different things while playing. And it can all go differently. You might experience something, run into something, who knows. But just one of the experiences that I had, one of the many that I had, but it just got me thinking because I remember feeling it was so tense and feeling so like excited to see more and find out more and all this stuff. My day started, I woke up, I get into the ship, and I start flying for one of the planets, Giant's Deep, which is this giant planet of like, it's like it almost looks like a gas giant, but there actually is like a planet, but it's mostly water. So I'm flying towards it, but there's like clouds all around it, so I'm flying towards this planet, and then I look off, and again, spoilers, there are going to be spoilers here, but then I look and I see something that's called the Quantum Moon, which is a moon that actually exists in a number of different places, like at the same time. So it's actually kind of jumping around the universe. Like you'll see it orbiting one planet at one point in time, and then you'll see it orbiting another planet at another time. And one of the mechanics with the quantum stuff, which you find out through playing the game, is as long as you're looking at it, it won't move. But if you look away and look back, it'll be gone.
Oh shit.
And there's a bunch of quantum items that's the same property. But anyway, so this moon, I see it. I'm like, oh shit. But I'm already speeding towards another planet. But I see it. I'm like, oh god, I can't take my eyes off of it. I want to go to the quantum moon because there was stuff I needed to explore on the quantum moon. I hadn't had a chance to go there yet. So I turn to look at the quantum moon, and without thinking, I'm still propelling myself towards the planet. So I just slam into another planet. I actually slam into the moon of a planet, a different moon of a planet. And my ship is just hanging by a thread. Like it is, life support's dead, everything. It's like almost destroyed. I'm like, oh shit. But like I bounce off the planet, and I manage to still keep the quantum moon in sight. So I fly to the quantum moon. I land on the quantum moon. I'm able to repair my entire ship because I was so fucking worried. I was like, oh god, okay. But I repaired the whole ship, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to explore this moon. So I'm walking around, exploring the moon, finding some of the secrets, which I won't spoil. But one of the things that you find is this alien spaceship, because there's this ancient alien race. And I get in the spaceship, and I start tinkering around, and I hit a button, and it launches. And it launches me, like, off the moon. I was like, oh shit. So I'm just flying through space, don't even know where I'm going, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, just kind of propelling itself. And then I hit another button, and it transports it back to another planet, Hollow. What is it called?
Hollow butthole.
Something Brittle Hollow. That's it.
Butt hollow.
Hollow Bramble.
Brittle Hollow. No, you're thinking of Dark Bramble. Brittle Hollow. So it takes me to this other planet. I'm all of a sudden on this other planet. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, oh shit, my ship was on the Quantum Moon, and I can't get back to the Quantum Moon because I don't know where the fuck it is. So I'm here without a ship. Okay, I guess I'm exploring Brittle Hollow now. So I'm walking around Brittle Hollow for a little while, exploring some of the things I still hadn't found, and then I see the little icon for my ship. Or I see that my ship is like near the planet. It's kind of like floating around, and the game in the game, I know a lot of people haven't played this, but Brittle Hollow is like this hollow planet where the inside of it, the core of it, is a giant black hole. So I just see my ship flying, and then I realize it's starting to it's getting pulled into the black hole. So I'm like, oh shit! And I'm sitting on a platform. I was like, I have to go for my ship. This is the only chance that I have to get my ship back. So I jump towards it, and trying to get to my ship as it's getting sucked into the black hole, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to get it. And then I don't, and then it gets sucked into the black hole, and I follow it into the black hole, and then I pop out on the other side of the universe in space, just floating through space, and there's my ship. I'm like, oh shit. So then I go and I jetpack towards my ship. I get in my ship, which it's once again super damaged because again it was just sitting on a moon that stopped existing, or at least you know. And it was just kind of floating through space, like hitting stuff. So it was still functional, but it was damaged. So then I repair my ship once more. I get in it, and then I start to fly. And I think there was a comet passing by that I decided to go fly to and land on, and explore that for a little while until, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but until that day ended. But like just between the different moments of like, it was just so completely unpredictable, everything that was happening. Like I couldn't have seen any of that. That was not at all my plan for the day. I didn't even get to the planet that I had originally planned to because everything changed. But it was just it was just so much fun. And just as I was like hurtling through space and like when I crashed into that thing and all my lights were blinking and everything, my heart was just pounding. And then I get to the planet and my heart's continuing to pound because I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is so insane, what is this alien world that I'm on? And everything, chasing the ship into the black hole and all that stuff, and it was just so insane. That was just like one day in the game, like just one tiny adventure that I had, amongst many more. But that really, like, I was like, oh my god, I was so. It was just so enthralling the entire time. It was crazy.
It makes me think of that movie Gravity, that Sandra Bullock movie, where she's just like spiraling out into space, like fuck.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie, but I've heard about it, and that's accurate. I think it was very much like that, just terrifyingly going through space, knowing that there's like very little to help you and protect you and keeping you from the dark void out there.
Yeah,
one small misstep.
Jesus.
But yeah,
man. Cran, you got to pick that up, man, because I don't think I have the capacity.
You will love it, Cran. I promise. And all the listeners, you got to play it too. But anyway, so that was mine.
Fuck yeah!
Are we ready for trivia?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Trivia.
I'm so excited. I love doing trivia for you guys because I like having you all participate.
And this is honor system. Since we're not in the same place, no one's allowed to look anything up.
Yes. You can't see you all.
That's true.
I'll hold Dan accountable.
Okay, cool. I'll hold myself accountable.
I'm the one least likely to cheat.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
There are many things that I am, but one of them is not a cheater.
That's true.
All right. Question 1. With the release of the latest Final Fantasy remake, this timeless classic is basically all the gaming world is talking about. But does anybody remember the Final Fantasy movie that came out in 2001 titled The Spirits Within?
Yep.
I remember hearing of it.
Yes. What cheesy tagline landed this cinematic master flop a less than 50% rating on most review sites? Was it A, Unlock the Spirits Within, B, Unleash a New Reality, C, Ignite the Power Inside, or D, empower the ultimate fantasy?
Oh God, those are all terrible.
I will read them back if you need me to read them back again.
Please read them one more time.
Okay.
I got it.
Which of the following taglines was the tagline of the movie? Was it A, unlock the spirits within, B, unleash a new reality, C, ignite the power inside, or D, empower the ultimate fantasy?
I'm done.
Alright, I'm good.
Fran?
B.
Dan?
I'm gonna say D.
Okay, Ev?
I'm going with A.
And the answer is B, unleash a
Hell
new
yeah.
reality.
Oh man!
It's so crazy. I remember when that movie came out, and as a child who loved Final Fantasy VII and didn't really understand the concept of Final Fantasy, where it's like none of the stories are interlinked, I was like, I need to see that. I need to see it so bad. But even I didn't see it. I was like, it's
I'm
audience.
pretty
and
sure that
even
line
I
was in a
didn't see it.
commercial.
It was bad. It was so bad.
I do remember, I thought I would remember it too, because like, I remember the commercials for that. I remember all the ads and everything like that, going to the movies and seeing the posters, and it was like, it was huge. It was such a huge fucking thing.
It was very heavily marketed. That's why I was thinking that you guys would remember it more, because it was so heavily marketed.
Yeah, it really was.
Anyway, okay. So Cran is in the lead. He's got 1 point. Question 2. With the COVID-19 pandemic sweeping the nation, it's pretty easy to draw conclusions about the end of days. Don't you all wish there was a benevolent Joseph Seed to take us all under his shirtless wing? What state does Far Cry 5 take place in? Is it A, Wyoming, B, Colorado, C, Montana, or D, Minnesota?
Got it.
One more time?
Was it A, Wyoming, B, Colorado, C, Montana, or D, Minnesota?
Okay, I'm good.
All right, Ev, you go first.
I'm gonna say C, Montana.
Okay, Cran?
C, Montana.
Dan?
C, Montana. That's what it was.
You are all correct. The answer is C, Montana. I tried to throw you with another M. I thought for sure somebody would have guessed
I
Minnesota.
noticed.
I think I'm the only one who hasn't
Yeah.
played or seen any of that game. It felt like Montana, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does.
All right, nice job, guys.
We
Okay,
all
so
got
Cran's
one.
still in the lead with 2, but yeah, everybody's got 1 at least. So, number 3. Donkey Kong is one of the most beloved and iconic video game characters of all time. But did you know that he was actually part of the B Team? Nintendo lost the license to what popular TV series on which the game was originally based? Is it A, The Flintstones, B, Steamboat Willie, C, Looney Tunes, or D, Popeye?
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
I'll say it again. So what TV series was the game originally based on? Was it A, Donkey Kong?
Oh.
Was it A, The Flintstones, B, Steamboat Willie, C, Looney Tunes, or D, Popeye?
I'm good.
I'm ready.
All right, Dan, you go first this time.
D, Popeye.
Cran.
On B, Steamboat Willie.
Ev?
I'm also going D, Popeye.
The answer is D, Popeye.
Oh.
Now
So
we're all tied up.
you're all tied up now. Yeah.
Oh,
So the
God.
the game Donkey Kong actually originated with Popeye characters. Like, it was supposed to be a Popeye arcade game.
Oh my
And then
God.
Nintendo lost the license to Popeye somehow through some, like, straight up buffoonery. Like, I was reading about it, it was just like, it literally was just like, didn't complete the paperwork in time, like, didn't get back to the lawyers. Like, it was like a stupid fucking reason. Because they just, like, lost the license.
Punch?
And then they tried to get it back, and they were just like, nah. Like, you
Nah,
fucked
bruh.
up. like you have to do something else. So they had to like recreate all the. And he was just like, I guess we'll just make it like a fucking monkey. I don't know.
Monkey and the plumber.
Next most reasonable thing.
Right. Man, okay, this is exciting that you guys are all tied up. Okay, all right. Number 4. Sometimes we all need a little help to get through difficult times. That's why there's nothing better than whipping out that summoning item and calling on one of your good buddies in South Park's Stick of Truth. Which of the following friends can you not call upon in that title? Is it A, Towley, B, Mr. Slave, C, Mr. Hanky, or D, Jesus? I'll read it again.
Betty.
Which of the following can you not call upon in the Stick of Truth? Is it A, Towley, B, Mr. Slave, C, Mr. Hanky, or D, Jesus?
I'm good.
Bryn said he's ready. Ev, you're good. Dan, you got it?
It's been so long since I played that. Yeah, I guess I'm ready.
I actually just replayed it.
Aw, okay. Cran, you go first.
Wait, no, Cran should go
Actually, no,
first.
I should make Cran go last. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ev, you go first.
A, Tally.
D, Jesus.
And Cran?
A Towley.
That is correct. It is A, Towley. Towley you cannot summon until the second game, The Fractured Butthole. All right, so Ev and Cran both have 4 points?
I have 3.
No, 3.
3 points. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
You both have 3 and Dan has 2. If you guys all tie up, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only have
We'll settle it with a slap fight.
I'll ask a question
Deal.
about...
If the two
I
of
don't know.
them tie, I can come up with a tiebreaker.
I'll just ask a personal question. I'll be like,
There we go.
who is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Anyway.
Everybody
Okay.
knows that.
Number 5. All you need is love. Well, sometimes that and a little something to get the flames going. In the amazing Disney/Square Enix mashup Kingdom Hearts, legend has it that eating one particular item can intertwine the destinies of 2 people forever. What is this item? Is it A, a piece of cake, B, a type of nut, C, a type of fruit, or D, a type of fish?
You gotta eat somebody's nut and then you're entwined with them forever?
Yeah.
I'm entwined with a lot of people.
I've got my answer.
Do you need me to repeat the...
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the item that can intertwine the destinies of 2 people forever? Is it A, a piece of cake, B, a type of nut, C, a type of fruit, or D, a type of fish?
Hey, Ev, those monsters in Uncharted, it sounds like they would, be permanently entwined with you when you turn that flashlight on.
as they eat my nuts off.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Dan, you go first.
C.
Okay. Cran?
Also C.
Okay. Ev?
Also, C.
Assholes.
Damn it. The answer is C. It is the Papu fruits. The star-shaped Papu fruits on
Cheers.
the island. Which means now we have to come up with a fucking question.
Here,
God damn it.
I think I had one that I was sitting on that I haven't used yet.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not gonna win, so give me one moment.
Cheers, Cran. Blurb, blurb, blurb.
I'm just standing drunkenly in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah.
Dun.
I've been meandering around this bar, cheersing everybody. I don't know how my character's still conscious.
Okay.
Okay, Dan's got one.
I don't think I asked this already, but if I did, let me know. So, Ev and Cran in a final face-off.
Sudden death.
One of you has to die after this. And Liz, you can answer too, even though it, just for funsies.
Okay, fine.
What is the name of the main antagonist of the Metroid video game series? Is it A, Kraid, B, Omega Metroid, C, Mother Brain, or D, Ridley?
I am ready.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, nobody needs me to repeat?
No.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
I'm gonna have Liz go last since her answer doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
Whichever one of you wants to go first.
I will go first, and I will say it's A.
All right.
I say it is C.
C.
I say that it's D.
All right. The answers that were given: A, Kraid; C, Mother Brain; D, Ridley. The correct answer is C. Mother Brain is the main antagonist of the Metroid video game series.
Yeah.
I was
Kraid and
worried
Ridley.
that I was like thinking of Earthbound, but that was Mother, right?
The name of the series is Mother, yeah.
Okay. Woo. Okay. Thank God.
I thought it was going to be like an alien reference.
Oh, no. I mean, Ridley and Kraid are both monsters, and they are major monsters, well-known monsters. Ridley even was
Also,
featured...
it's not Ridley, it's Ridley.
Huh?
I just realized that. It's not Ridley, it's Ridley.
Ridley.
I mean, I knew
I thought you meant like
wasn't
Ridley
the
Scott, like
main
the
one.
horror writer.
Yeah.
Movie guy.
I knew
That's
Ridley
how I
was like
did
a
mine.
big, important monster, but I didn't know if it was the main one.
Yeah, Mother Brain is the main evil in the
Yes,
series.
I'm the world's greatest.
Good job, guys.
Good
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
guys. Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a good one.
Cheers.
Thank you. Well, this has been fun. This is a good one.
Right? Everybody's got to come to the bar so we can see ourselves out of here.
Oh yeah, let me get a drink so I can.
Here,
Yeah,
I'll pour
let me,
I'll pour some drinks here.
Thanks, buddy.
So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around for for our crazy antics again. You know where to find us each and every week. I'm currently pouring moonshine, so don't mind me.
Let us know if you had any pulse pounding moments yourselves, any games that you played. Make suggestions to us. We'd love, we're always looking for new games. We just got this government check that we need to, we need to blow on new video games, obviously.
Get back to it.
Exactly.
We got to stimulate the video game economy.
That's right. That's right. And be sure to stimulate your local group of patrons at GameRage.
Drink up, bitches.
Glug, 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 glug.
Alright, everyone. Thanks as always for listening to another Game Rage. All our music is by Oz. You can find him on Spotify. The video version of this was brought to you by Twitch Audio. Thank you to PlayStation Party Chat for allowing us to use that to record. And you can find us on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook, all at Game Rage Club. Email us at contact.gamerage@gmail.com. And check us out in Red Dead and all our streams. Have fun and keep on gaming.
I will sell you a vial of horse cum. No, thank you. Please, God, no.
Can't sell it. I got gallons and gallons of stuff. Why do I think anybody want to buy this?
Sir, are you breeding horses with that? No, I just like to collect it. Are you out of milk for your oatmeal?
Oh, God.
I would like to suggest a viable alternative.
Oh, we have a cake that needs to be frosted.
Have you run out of pomade for your hair?
Tired of crow's feet and laugh lines.
Clean your car, clean your cabinets, clean your kids, whatever.
You have a kiddie wading pool, but no water with which to fill it.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go.
Christ.
We'll
God.
talk to you guys later.
You're not enjoying our
It's just-
pitches?
It's just like you make one joke about children swimming in horse cum.
Yes, I will talk to you all later.
I guess
that's where
too
we-
much.
that's where we draw the
That's
line.
too far.